Kenny Talk. Consider this an invitation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Birmingham's own Kenny Talk. And he brings to you live truth, lies, and the lessons. Real relationship talk on WJLD. Hold up.
I stay wrapped in my cocoon and howling at the moon. What's up, Birmingham? It's the one and only Kenny Talk, man, and I am in the building. Are y'all ready to get this thing started? This thing? What thing you talking about? It's called The Truth, the Lies, and the Lessons. It's Birmingham's own real relationship talk show. No other city, state, country, anywhere got their own real relationship talk show dedicated to the entire city. So are y'all ready to get this baby started? This show right here is going to have a monumental message. And as you know, my messages live in the space of food for thought through real relationship talk. I'm going to give you guys a full course meal like I always do, a 3-course meal on real relationship talk. But before we do that, sometimes I got to get you down before I get you up. Let's get down. Go to WJLDradio.com. Hey. Shake them off, baby. If you're in Walker County, 103.3 FM. If you're in Birmingham, 94.1 FM. Hey. Hey, you got to go to WJLDradio.com if you're on the live and you want to listen, man. Let's go. Whoa. Sometimes you gotta get down in order to get up, y'all. So let me let the cat out of the bag. Let me let the cat out of the bag. Give me my cat. Give me my cat bag. Here we go. Today's 3-course meal, man. The 3-course meal that I'm gonna give you guys. 3 reasons why many people are not ready for something real. This is your 3-course meal, Birmingham. I do this for you, Birmingham, because I love you, Birmingham. I go hard for Birmingham. That's my city, man. But see, we're going to go 3 reasons why many of us are not ready for something real. So what in the world, Kenny Talk, would make you want to start in that space right there, man? So let me just say, give yourself a round of applause for making it through the weekend. I know y'all hate to hear that, but we made it through there, and we about to get ready to start, of course, the new week. But why would I? Man, listen. The reason why I would actually, the reason why I would jump down on a show like this, because, man, there's a lot of people out there, man. It's a lot. They believe that. But in actuality, they want something a little bit more, what's the word, shallow. They think they ready. And they out there holding a lot of people accountable that come in their midst to be ready for a real relationship, to be ready for something real. That's why I chose it. See, they say they want something real, but this is the type of real that they want. They want the seems like you're ready R. Kelly real. They want that real. That's what they ready for. And I say to myself, they get into relationships feeling like they ready. It seems like they ready. So that's the reason why I did the show. That's the reason why. I'm going to run through a 3-course meal, and I'm going to operate in that space. Well, things that make you go, Kenny Talk, I never thought about that. I never thought about it and looked at it in that way. Right? So let's get everything started. This is the part of the show, the truth and the lies. Turn on your radio. Explosions. Explosive. Man, let's get this thing started. So, I love to give y'all number one. Number one. We got an appetizer. We got an entree. And we got a dessert. So, you know what? I want to start this thing off real kind of slow. Stranger. Check it. I'm going to run through these, man. It ain't nothing like believing you ready when you ain't ready. But I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. Starting with number 1. Number 1 is this, man. It's because many people out there, they want a contract over a commitment. They want a contract over a commitment. I'm going to let that sink in just for a second. All right, you had your second. Listen. We got so many people that are in this space, but they want a contract over a commitment. What do you mean by that, Kenny Talk? A contract is in black and white, or it could be verbal. But as soon as one party that's in the contract don't live up to their end of the bargain, it's what's called a breach. Okay? And the other party reserves the right to walk away from the deal. Hence, over the last 10, maybe 15 years, the term deal breaker has been brought into the conversation around what you expect in a relationship or what you won't tolerate. Deal breakers. The mere fact that you call it a deal breaker lets you know you're not dealing with a commitment. You know what I'm saying? Two companies go into a deal. They sign the contract, right? One company breaks that contract. They're going to court. There's going to be lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a break. But I can assure you, that's not what's intended for a relationship. For something real is what I'm talking about. Commitment is supposed to kick in, right? Because remember what I told you, it is not a relationship is not an agreementship. You don't always agree. Man, listen, y'all heard it first. Yeah, we gonna keep this thing moving. Number 2, I'm moving right on. Go to WJLDradio.com. Hey, I'm ready, baby. Listen. The second one, number 2, is because you believe that you deserve it. You believe that you deserve it, that everybody deserves it. I've heard people say that every woman deserves a man, a good man, that's going to treat her the way she wants to be treated. That's going to be the man that she needs them to be to make her life happy so she can live happy ever after. I've heard a saying that a man deserves a good wife that's going to hold him down, that's going to look out for him, that's going to support him, right? That's going to love him and be committed to only him. Every man deserves it. And you know what I say? I said that's equivalent to a championship game and the winners and the losers getting a trophy. That's just not reality. If everybody deserves a good wife or a good husband, then what is a good husband? Then what is a good wife? What is that? You know what I'm saying? People believe that they don't have to do anything. That's all I got to do is just be who I am, where I am, and whatever. Right? I heard a pastor say this, a young lady. She says that in the scriptures it states that a man that findeth a wife. And she broke that little scripture down to some old women to tell them that they were already wives, that a man needed to find them. You're already a wife, is what she said. And I said, I'm going to challenge her on that. Every woman is not a wife. Every man is not a husband. You know what I'm saying? There's some things you have to grow into. There are some things you have to develop. There are some edges you got to sharpen, right? Before you'll make someone a good mate. Because there are some things you got to go through. You just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But you heard it first right here, because the truth, the lies, and the lesson is going to decipher the truth, dismantle the lies, and we're going to deliver a lesson. So that's number 2. Hey, yo, it's a lot of people say they don't want to be players no more. A lot of guys say they ready to settle down. They walk out there. They meet their young lady. They grab them by the hand. They get down on one knee. They make sure they Facebook and on their live and everything is up. They make sure people are filming. and they profess their love, and they tell the woman they want to be married to him, only to later on realize, man, that ain't what I really want. Man, look. So we're going to move on to number 3. I know y'all are feeling this, right? But you're feeling it with all 10 fingers. So let's break it down. So the third one. Number 3. Listen. Number 3. Tell me it's real. Number 3. The reason why many of us are not ready for something real is because we have poor conflict resolution skills. We have poor conflict resolution skills. Kenny Talk, can you elaborate? Well, you know what? It'd be my pleasure. Birmingham, it'll be my pleasure to elaborate. But check it out. That's one of the best questions you can ask a person on a date when you're dating them, when you start to fall for them and y'all are dating, y'all are having a good time, and y'all are thinking about making it real. You got to say, you know what? On a scale of 1 to 10, sweetheart, how do you rate your problem solving skills or your conflict resolution skills? And what I mean by conflict, you got to think about it. You know the relationship is going to have its share of turbulent times, disagreements, because it's not an agreementship, it's a relationship. You got to be able to relate. Broken promises, missed expectations, right? When you actually get married, it says to have and to hold, and through sickness and health, through thick and thin, but it says nothing about through disagreements and mistakes. See, when you say thick and thin, a lot of people believe that that's what that is, even though that's not in there, but I just threw that. But for the most part, sickness and health, to have and to hold, through sickness and health, to death do us part. But what about through mistakes and disagreements? You got to be upfront to say that if we get into a disagreement, it ain't going to be pretty. If you break a promise, it's not going to be pretty. I'm gonna make the relationship HELL for you. Or, depending on if it's back to number 1, a deal breaker, then we're done. Who wants to get in a relationship with anyone like that? You might as well pull out a contract right there. I'd rather get in a contract with a person like that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a relationship. So y'all heard it first right here. Tell me it's real, Birmingham. Woo! Clap it up for yourself. Hey, man, I had so much fun tonight giving y'all the truth, the lies, and the lesson, but it ain't over. It ain't over. Because, let me rewind it, because I got a lot of people that might be just joining us, right? So I got to make sure that they know. Let's run it back, rewind it back. Number 1, people want contracts over commitments. You know what I'm saying? I saw a post that says, are you ready to cheer me up when I'm down and stay after knowing my flaws? And I say, you know what? That's interesting. That's a commitment. That's a commitment. And a lot of people ain't ready for it. Number 1, contracts over commitments. People, if you break the deal, people are out. That's a contract. You know what I'm saying? It's not a commitment. Number 2, because you believe you deserve it. If you believe everybody deserves something, then that means that there's nothing you need to do in return in order to get it. There's nothing you need to do to compel a person to give you that what you're asking for, right? Many say that it's levels to certain things, but won't accept that it's levels to that as well. That's the reason why certain women might have a guy that might be doing, that might treat, you know what I'm saying? That may treat her better than a man is treating you. That's all I'm saying. All right, number 3. Poor conflict resolution skills. We don't know how to work things out verbally without yelling at each other. We don't know how to work things out with each other. You know what I'm saying? If you can't work through problems in a civil manner, then you're not ready for something real. You're not ready to chill. You're not ready to settle down. You know what I'm saying? Like God said, give me that commitment. Oh. Yeah. Let me ask you something, baby. You gonna do this for me? Let's chill. Hey, I love what I do, man. Somebody said they wanted a rock. Somebody want a moon rock. Somebody asked for the moon rock. And the moon rock goes as follows. Many of us have been penalized for falling short in relationships with people that weren't really ready. Many of us have been penalized, man. We've been held accountable. I know. For being in a relationship with someone that wasn't ready themselves. Ladies, have you guys ever knew someone that had a marriage or a relationship or whatever, and it's like they had this wonderful guy, but they treated him like a wet food stamp. They treated him like a wet food stamp, and you was like, I wonder why she handled him rough like that. Because a lot of them don't be ready to have a good dude. Just like a lot of good dudes. Why do we get involved and we handle them so rough? Because we don't be ready for that. Yeah, man. It's about that time. Now, y'all know that whenever I gather my news, man, I don't never leave y'all short on that one. The nightly news. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the nightly news goes as follows. Studies have shown that an overwhelming amount of people were surveyed, right? I'm talking over 2,500 men and women were surveyed. And they were asked to define a husband or a wife, right? An overwhelming percentage of them, 67% of them, described it as a title more so than as a duty. They described it as a title more so than a duty. Man, listen. And I said to myself, is that real? Is that real? Listen, man, let me break something down to you, Birmingham. Before I get up out of here, I need y'all to know this here. Whenever you look at it as a title, it's easy to rip it off and throw it down. But when it's a duty, you got to live up to it. Being a husband is a duty. Being a wife is a duty. You know what I'm saying? Many are called, but very few answer the call. So what we got to understand is that if you out here looking for something real, or you say that you want something real, you got to take these three things in consideration. You got to make sure you understand that it's about commitment and not a contract. You got to make sure that you understand that everybody don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't just get it, right? It's a duty, right? And last but not least, you got to improve your conflict resolution skills, because you're gonna run into that, because it's a relationship, not an agreement ship. You heard it first, right here. So now,
what do we learn from this little lesson?
You know, I never leave you without a lesson, right? So I'm going to break this down real fast so I can get y'all up out of here. But I wanted to give you the truth, the lies, and the lessons. And this week's the lesson is brought to you by The Perfect Key with D. All right, everybody, make sure if you're looking to purchase a new home, first-time buyers, a piece of the American dream, call D. If you're looking to upgrade or downgrade in selling your home, call D. 205-415-0506. 205-415-0506. Give her a call for professional, reliable services that you can trust. Let's go. The lesson goes as follows. She said she wanted something official, and nothing less than that would do. He said he's ready to settle down and be a one-woman man, but we knew that really wasn't true. He said, you can break your lease and move in with me because I'm so in love with you. Then later on, she was wrong because she started wanting to do all the things that she used to do. And she never said she liked fires, bust windows, and slash tires if she get upset with you. He left out the other side, that when he gets sick and tired, he'll choke you black and blue. He said he really tried to change, but he did the same thing. I know he told you that he'd be true. Didn't know that one mistake and one heartbreak is all it took, and she would leave you. Man, look. He didn't know that her heart would break from only one mistake, and then she'd leave him. So that's it. That's the word. That's the lesson, man. Tune in. I know I like to say break out your frankincense and myrrh, but I know y'all already on top of that. Y'all are already on top of that. So get what it's time for. The word. I love the word. The word is powerful, man. You are my lady. Are you ready? Okay, well, let me break it down. Let me talk to y'all. The word of the week is flaunt. Flaunt. What does the word flaunt mean? Listen, man. Relationships are hard to get into and even harder to keep. So many single people, men and women, yearning for something serious. It's like, and they watch so many other people go down the aisle and they feel some type of way. They see so many people that get this, but squander it because they're not ready. No appreciation. So many people want this so they can flaunt it. So many people want this because they know so many other people can't get it, or it's escaping their grasp. It ain't nothing like having something that everybody else wants, being the envy. Please don't look at a relationship in that way. Don't look at having something real when somebody really cares for you as just that. Because guess what? These are people that we're talking about. And their love, a lot of times, is real. When you mislead them, then you have to pay the consequences for what happened. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens a lot. Take your time, Birmingham. I love you, Birmingham. Just know that. Let's get up out of here. It's the truth, the lies, and the lessons. And you know We're going to be back every Sunday, man. Faster than you can say cat in the hat. Faster than the electric bill. I'm going to holler at y'all, Birmingham. We out of here.